Hello, I think we're streaming. Hello, is anybody there? Let's just get this live dashboard working. Receiving your content. Welcome, if you've already joined, I can't see your name yet. I will give you a shout out though as soon as the names appear. Oh dear, oh it's been some day. So today's stream we're going to be building a red toy prison, which is in Army Men of War. So welcome Oliver Kwasinski, Frogelin, Hunter Myers, Ninja Master 2000, Infinity Stuff, Kaiser Bricks Production, Zachary Beatty, welcome back to my beautiful mod of Army Men of War. Today we're going to be making a toy prison. The Baked Potato, welcome LP, Moses Trevino, god there's loads of you here today, isn't there? So anyway, I've been gone for the past week and I don't know, it's just been really stressful because I've had a lot of cleaning up to do. And guess what guys, my computer decided to overheat on me again, so I've had to update all my cooling. And why is my stream health yellow? It should be green. I pay for damn internet. God damn you, Vodafone. Yeah, so hello, welcome. How many people we've got watching? It says 0 at the minute, but there's clearly not 0. So welcome anyway. Let's have a look around the map. So in today's stream, we're going to be trying to build a red prison. So I am going to keep alt-tabbing out, in and out of the YouTube thing where I can see your comments. And I'll be reading them very consistently. So we're going to be reading more comments in this video than we are mapping, I guess. So let's carry on building this wall anyway. So do ignore the fact that you can see under the wall, because I am going to bring up the elevation after. And for those of you that don't know what elevation means, it means the ground. So anyway, how many people? We've got 52 people watching already. So welcome. I think if I gave everybody a shout out, 2T Sears, Short Tree Llama, George Mikael, Filmbuster, Rowan Muriel, I think I've said your name. What's that show? What does that mean? Someone just put what is my favourite faction? So anyway, today's stream is going to be a bit of a Q&A as well, because I think we've got a lot of catching up to do in this series as it's been so long. Joe the First, welcome to the stream. BXKYK, Shadow, the Apple Jelly, did I say that right? Captain Pricey, so yes, hello. God, there's so many people saying hello all at the same time. So how is everybody? Is everybody enjoying the weather? It's been super hot in England. Well, super hot where I am anyway. I don't know if it's been the same all around the world. So where are you guys from? Tell me where you're from in the comments. As I know we have a lot of Americans. I think the majority of my audience is American, right? Or is there any Brits out there as well? Tell me if you're British. Mads494V, love your work. Thank you very much, dude. I appreciate it. Someone says America is wet. No, it's bloody hot over here. It's super hot. So I've been out enjoying the sun, and my computer's also been enjoying a lot of the sun as well, as it's decided to close down on me. Did that weird XP sound where it goes da-da-da. I can't even say it anymore. Well, I'll have to I'm going to edit it in the next video so you guys get that joke. So what we're going to do is we're going to fill this map up right here. We're going to put walls in a sort of square formation all the way down to here, and then we're going to concrete the center. We're going to build a bit of a bridge going across this little bay right here with a docking area. And this mission, in fact I'm not going to give it away. I'm actually not going to give the story away until the video. All I'm going to say is we're going to be trying to rescue a certain someone from this red prison. For those of you that are following the series, I think you might know who we're going to be rescuing, but for those of you that are new, you're going to have to wait until you see the video. So we've got USA, Oklahoma. We have Mississippi, USA. We've got Daneland. I was going to say Daneland then, but Denmark. We've got England, Hertfordshire. Yay! Well, I'm from Lincolnshire, so. Got a question. What's your favourite tank in every faction? Also, I'm British. Cool. My favourite tank at the moment is probably the Chieftain. I've fixed them now, so they have more ammo. But yes, I like the Chieftain because it's British and it's OP. It's really powerful. So that's kind of my favourite tank. Oh, why is that not straight? I'll screw it. I mean, nothing's straight, is it? I mean, maybe the dude making this castle was a bit drunk when he made this wall. In fact, that's going to bug me. I need to make that straight. So we're just going to go into that bit right there. And we're going to turn off this rotation lock because it's terrible. And we're just going to straighten it up like that. So is there anybody out there that's trying to get into mapping in Men of War Assault Squad 2? Let me know. Somebody put NYC, New York City. Do I like pie? I love pie. I mean, if you saw pictures of me lately, I've got a bit of a dad bod, so I've been eating a lot of pie and a lot of takeouts as well. Does anybody else just live off takeouts, or do you actually buy food? You know, because I need to start doing actual food shops, because I'm spending a lot of money every day on just sandwiches from the shops. Jalen DHDHDHDHHFH, okay. Make the Green Navy SEALs. try to assassinate the red or grey leaders. Well, actually, this is going to be a blue intervention on here. We're going to be using the SBAS on this, which is the Special Blue Air Service, I believe, is what you guys name them. What do you guys think of this music? Is the music too loud? I've went for some copyright-free music by Lucas King, so big shout out to Lucas King. I'll be sure to include a link to his channel in the description after the stream is over, when I do all the tags and stuff. But yeah, I'm a bit nervous. Oh god, Beth Alexandra, hi Spam. Hello Beth. Is Quendel Zulquer? I can't even say it. Good day, Mighty. Hello, how's it going, everyone? So, which is your favourite faction? Well, everybody always says that I'm green biased, so I think it's the greens, maybe. But I do like the reds. If you can tell by my videos, you can tell that I dig the Red Union, because I tend to put a lot more effort into Red Union videos. I should put the same amount of effort into every video, but yeah, I do love the Red Union. They've got a nice feel to them, and I've made some really cool characters for the future of this series, which you all seem to love so much. So, when will Leroy Jenkins come back? Leroy Jenkins! I don't know. Have we even had a... Are you on about the meme, Leroy Jenkins? I think they did it in some sort of... it was like a Dungeons and Dragons game. I don't even know what game that came from. What game did that meme come from? I'm going to take the grass off this wall. We don't want any grass on this wall, do we? We're going to just polish that. There we go. I don't know who grows grass on walls apart from people that grow marijuana. You know, fair play to them. I think it's legal in the United States now, or majority of the United States anyway. When will Leroy Jenkins come back? Reds, blues. So, what is your favourite faction? Yeah, tell me your favourite faction in the comments. I want to know who you guys love, because every time I seem to make the blues and the greens lose, I do get a lot of jip, especially in my Discord. Who else likes the reds here? I love the reds. The reds are cool. So, Rowan Mural, so you want to start getting into mapping, but you need a computer. You need quite a heavily good computer, because my computer is like the best. You know, a fan actually bought it for me. It's got like a GTX 1080 Ti in it, and it's got like 32 gigabytes of RAM and a really good processor. But the problem is, I've had to replace a lot of parts in it because I have a lot of heat problems in my room. Every time I turn my computer on for more than 5 minutes, I tend to have to put it out with a fire extinguisher. I'm exaggerating a bit there, but if I left it, I think I might have to. I think before I actually replaced my computer, I was just making a map. I think I was making like a Japanese versus United States map, and all of a sudden my computer went poof, it just exploded and nearly set fire to my house. So you've got to be careful. I think they should put a little disclaimer on the computers as you buy them, as they are a fire hazard, especially in this room here, because I've insulated my windows and now there's no airflow in this room at all. So I bought a fan in this room the other day, and I was like, oh cool, we've got a fan now, it's going to really chill me out. But then it started blowing warm air around my room and just made it even warmer. So why is that not showing? Blues never, never, never shall be slaves. And I think we should show that. I don't know why it didn't just automatically let that go through. I don't know why it actually held it for a review. I hate those green and blue. So let's petition this chat. I want to see everybody, I don't know, type yes if you're RG... No. Okay. Type yes if you are GBT, and type, I don't know, type yay if you are part of the GOR. How does that sound? That way we can start spamming them out then and seeing who's on whose side really quickly. So we've got a relax link, yes, yes, yes. We've got a yay, another yes, yes. God damn. Wow. Okay, so... Oh, crap. I forgot the purples. I forgot that we have purples. I'm so sorry, purples. Yeah, who is Pearl? Just spam Pearl in the chat if you're Pearl. There we go. So, anyway. Like I say, I have to keep alt-tabbing to see these comments. I need to get a second monitor, or at least get my laptop back off my brother. I've lent my brother my laptop so he can actually make some maps for me. I thought it would actually improve my work schedule, but instead it's made it worse, because now I have no laptop to do streaming and stuff. And I was also going to use it for rendering, but no. So if there's anybody out there that wants to come and help me render my videos, do let me know, because I could do with a hand. I'll pay you and everything. Not a lot, but you know, I'll buy you a drink. So what shape should we make this? I'm thinking we'll make a square here. Like I say, we're going to bridge off this area. Oh, I don't know actually. Maybe here. Yeah, that's bigger over there. So we'll have a dock over here. We'll have the main quarters of the prison over here. We'll have towers in each corner, and then we'll have like a more secure area in the center as well. Sorry, I talk too much. I just vent all the time. I don't actually do much mapping. This is me. This is actually me in real life as well. If you knew me in person, I just talk loads. You know, and then next thing you know, I've been talking for 3 or 4 hours and the whole day has passed. So, hey, General Tiberius, how's it going, dude? Everyone, go check out General Tiberius. He's a cool YouTuber. He wants to build up his following. Kaiser Bricks Productions. I hate the blues. So I take it you're a GOR fan. Any colony battles soon? Yes, we are going to the colonies very soon, actually. What we've done is I've got this little Army Men of War development team now, and we're actually writing the lore before we've actually made the videos this time. Whereas before we was making the videos as we went along. That's why they took so long to do. So now we're going to be making like a week's worth of videos and then scheduling them day after day. We're still going to get you guys involved, but it's going to be more through polls and more through reading the comments post-video. So it'd be more that way, rather than through the Discord. Oh, is that a... Oh god, we've got a ad. It's not even my ad, I'm not even getting paid for that ad. Lucas King is. So, what is your least favourite army, somebody said. Hey, Sergeant Kian, how's it going, dude? So, we're also going to be introducing more myths and legends to the series as well, such as gods and things like that. Is this music too loud? Because it's really loud in my ears. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous tonight because it's been such a long time since I've picked up a mic. Over, I think it's like 8 days now since I actually made a video. And that was only a Star Wars video, just a small video. But the aim of the game, dudes, right, is we're going to get it to a point where we're going to have 2 videos a day. We're going to have 1 episode of Army Men of War, or whatever major series that we're doing at the time. And then we're going to be uploading something else similar. Like a different game, like a newer game. You know, just those kind of things. That way we can get more videos out. We can also grow the Mighty Nation and do things like that. Do Halo Men of War. I can't. I've got no Halo mod. I think I know some dudes that are making a Halo mod, but they won't give me access. So I've got to wait until it's all finished and released publicly. Because everybody accuses me of stealing their mods and making a profit from them. That's not true. I just make stories with them and put them on YouTube. That's all I do. I make the profit from ad revenue, if you're watching this. Cause I thought it was sent to Growl. Who was sent to Growl? I'm missing some comments right here. Try World War 1. Well, World War 1 was actually kind of the start of Series 1, wasn't it, if you think about it? Imagine, like, a major nation which has been very militaristic. They built up all this power, and they're just eager to fight. That was pretty much Series 1. And also, a big thank you to everyone. I hope everyone had a good 4th of July. And also, thank you for over 7 million views across Army Men of War. I mean, I looked the other day and it was over 7 million. I posted some things on Instagram, so if anybody's not following me on Instagram, be sure to go and check it out. It's the same name as my YouTube. It's MightyMapper123. I'm trying to get more followers on there. You see, I think I've got like 500. You know, it's kind of embarrassing when you've got 40,000 subscribers and then only 500 followers on Instagram. So if anybody wants to get to know me a bit more, do follow me. I'll put a link in the description at the end of the video if you want to wait until then. Infinity Stuff, I will follow you on Instagram. Thank you very much. General Tiberius, Ninja Master, welcome. Oscar Redfern, I don't know the blue word. Are you guys just talking about Army Men of War? Are you asking me questions here? I don't even know anymore. So somebody says, what is my favourite game? My favourite game has got to be probably Men of War. I mean, have you seen how many hours I've cracked in this game? It's like, I think it's like over 5,000 or 6,000 hours, which is a lot of my life, really. I just think I could have been doing that. I could have went to college, dudes. I could have went to uni. I could have made something of myself. But instead, I put everything into Men of War. And hopefully it'll pay off in the future. We just need 1 million subscribers, don't we? And then that's it. We're set then. We can just do this forever. But until we get to that mark, well, I'd say 100,000 subscribers. If we can get to 100k, then maybe we could turn this into a full-time job. I think this music's quite emotional, isn't it? It's supposed to be anime. But yeah, a good way to do elevation if you do intermapping and stuff is to just place down the castle first and build the elevation up around it, because that kind of makes it look man-made then, like they've just thrown the dirt up against the rocks to kind of stabilize it. Mighty, when can we start doing some game nights with you in the gaming Discord? I had a Total War campaign with Alfonsi, thought we could do a large game night. That'd be nice. Yeah, we could live stream it, dude. I mean, no one's ever that posh boy voice though. Thank you, Beth. But no one's ever really asked me if they wanted to play games with me, so I've never really got into it. So maybe that's something we could do in the future. That and Company of Heroes too, because that's got some really cool online stuff. And another thing that I've been thinking of, what if we made some of my maps multiplayer? I don't know how to do it myself, really, but I could pass my maps on to somebody that does. Or maybe, what if we release the Army Men of War mod and made it multiplayer? So maybe we could, like, play some of you guys like on some of my maps and recreate some of the battles. What we could do is we could make them like a co-op campaign or something like that, so it's not necessarily against each other, but we could do it where, I don't know, we just replay some of the old story missions, but we make them more detailed. We could even like script it and stuff like that. So it'd be basically you guys helping making my videos. I think that'd be pretty cool. Something we are doing soon is we're moving all of this mod over to Red Rising as well. So we've got all the more up-to-date vehicles and things like that. I'm not taking credit for the mod. I'm just doing a retexture on the mod for the story. So I don't want any modders out there going, nope, you can't do that. It's stealing somebody's mod. It's not stealing somebody's mod because I'm not releasing it. I'm just, you know, I'm just making stories with it. So yeah. But this current version that I've got right now will be released at some point, and this is just a retexture of the vanilla mod, really. And some of the assets were ported in through Mythic and Paga and myself. And I think there's a few other things from like Assault Contact 2, but they're mainly props. It's nothing major. So yeah, any modders that do put their stuff in the Army Men of War mod, I'll be sure to just include them in the description. I'll be sure to include them in the mod.info file and just credit them. So, hey Mighty, where were you? I have been away for a good while. I've been a bit distracted, to be honest. I think we found a good word for me today, and that was procrastinator. That's the word that I've been given, and it is the word which I'm going to get tattooed across my forehead if I don't stop doing it. So I keep going through these spats of depression, where one minute I'm super hyped, then the next minute I just don't want to get out of bed. So I'm trying to defeat that at the moment, and it doesn't make my life any easier when it's 200 degrees outside. I'm exaggerating a little bit there, but yeah, my computer likes to overheat on me, and it's really hard for me to get videos done when my computer wants to turn itself off every 10 minutes from the processor getting too hot. Also, I've been working on a map for a friend. We're making something to do with Castle Wolfenstein, if you've played that game, the new Colossus, so we're going to be making a video on that very soon. I've made the map super, super detailed and photorealistic, so you should love that. I did ask his permission as well, so, you know, even though I'm sending it to him as a commission, he says we can also play it on the channel, so that's pretty cool of him. Go to a therapist or something. I don't need a therapist, bros. You guys are my therapists, that's the thing. All I need is a break from time to time, because I feel much better now. Super, super better. When will the next video come out? The next video will come out tomorrow, for definite, because this map ain't going to take me too long. I mean, I know that I've been talking for 17 minutes and only done a square, but yeah, this isn't going to take me too long. Let's just skip that ad. But tomorrow's video is going to be a prison break, which I think got 100,000 views on this channel last time, so super excited to be doing something more with prisons, because I know you guys really like them. But what's going to happen is, if you guys know about the previous president of the Red Union, if you've watched the Red Union video that I did, if not, go and watch it now so you can catch up and understand what I'm saying. But there was an old president, which was a guy called Ruskin. His name was President Ruskin, Tsar Ruskin, and he was overthrown by his own people, the Unionist Party, and he was put into prison, which would be this prison, which is it's on a place called Union Bay, which is its own little island in the northeast. And yeah, the Blues are going to be conspiring to get him out of prison and raise a rebellion in the human dimension, therefore splitting the Red Union in half. That's the idea of it anyway. Am I missing any more? Mighty, you are great at mapping and stuff. You deserve more subs and views. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. I think the only way to get more subs and views, though, is if I'm consistent and I upload every single day, which is something I don't really tend to do. But, do you play Mountain Blade Warband? I did. I tried playing Mountain Blade, I think it was about a year back, and nobody really seemed to like it. I don't know if it was me. Maybe I was just boring or something, but yeah, I stopped playing it after like one live stream because I was like, no one's watching it. No one's really interested. Just like the Total War games. I've tried to do a couple of Let's Plays and campaigns on the Total War games. But yeah, we don't really get past episode 1. 1, because I'm bad at the game, and 2, because yeah, you don't get many views, you see. I think we get like 1,000 views maybe. And usually my videos pick up like 10 to 50,000 views if it's Army Men of War, usually. Well, used to. Not so much anymore, but sorry, I'm ranting again. Hey Mighty, welcome back. Thank you, Lincoln. Have I played Skyrim? I think Skyrim is a good game, a really good game. I remember what I did to my brother once, right? We had the cheats up. I think that's what it was. The cheats ruined Skyrim for me because do you know Alduin, the dragon? He's like undefeatable, pretty much. Right? I spawned Alduin at Solitude on Skyrim, and I saved it just to get back at my brother for something that he did years ago. And what it was is every time he went to Solitude to try and complete a mission, Alduin used to appear and all these rocks used to fall from the sky, and he just couldn't do the mission because all the NPCs would just run off. So I was pretty proud of myself. But yeah, that's what ruined Skyrim for me. I got too much into the trolling side of things with my brother. There we go. Metro 2033. Now that's a game we can play, and that's also a good game which we can mod as well. Hey, look, John Cena's in the building, everyone. It's John Cena. So Skyrim. Everyone's like, play Skyrim. Mighty, crying face, crying face, crying face, crying face, crying face. Mighty, are you exercises for? Am I excited for the new Star Wars movie? There's a new Star Wars movie. I didn't even know about it. God, I need to get ahead of the times. Hearts of Iron 4. That's another cool game that we can play. I've been thinking of some things we can do with that in multiplayer, actually. Because we can get, like, the roleplay side of things. We could get someone to play as a nation, and just we can write our own story and just predict what's going to happen next. Like, pre-write it so it looks cool when we do it. But I thought that'd be pretty cool. Maybe it'd be... Oh, I'll tell you something we could do. What if we recreated World War II in Hearts of Iron 4? I know it's kind of already done, but what if we recreated it exactly? Or better yet, created it in Men of War. I'm making, like, a European theatre, you see? I'm making like a whole map of Europe, which would be pretty neat. Mighty, will you make new factions? Yes, there's new factions coming. Maybe mainly in the prequels, because we're going to do loads of prequel episodes as well. How come on the map it shows F4 Phantom and the airfield at the Millie Mountain? It's more of a representation than anything. So I don't know why I put it there. It's more just to show that it's an airfield, I think. Yeah, I don't even know why I put an F4 Phantom there, but I do need to remove it actually, but soon enough we are going to have actual F4 Phantoms for the Greens, as we're moving the mod to a modern mod very soon, super soon. And we're just going to skip 20 years of the lore and move forward with the series, I think. So you can expect Series 2 to probably end within the next 5 to 10 episodes, I would say. But then we're going to come straight back with a Series 3. Well, it's actually going to be like a sub-series, and it's going to be called a Army Men of War, The Call of Cthulhu, which is like a dark god. So we're going to be seeing a lot more myths and legends. We're going to see a lot more fantasy side of Army Men of War 2. And there's also a prequel series that we can include, maybe part of The Call of Cthulhu, which is going to be based in the era of the muskets and the swords. So that'd be pretty neat. Still trying to find a Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator modder. That'd be pretty neat. How big is the prison going to be? The prison is going to be that big. So pretty big. And then we're going to do like loads of dockyards here, look. So it's going to be like a platform there, and then there's going to be a second platform here, and then there's probably going to be a third, and they're all going to connect via stairs and ramps, and it's going to connect to like a boat yard where you can bring your boat forward and land your boat right here. As a matter of fact, we're going to start that in a second. I'm just going to build the terrain up around these walls and get rid of the grass. Don't want to grow any grass on top of the thingy now, do we? And I think we will go around the edges, probably not in this stream, but maybe when I'm doing it myself. So we're going to go around the edges and make the edges of the castle look a tiny bit more detailed as well. Oh, sorry, I'm just adjusting myself in my chair. This chair is really uncomfortable. You'll probably hear it squeak a few times as well. Tans are the best. Yeah, we're going to be looking a lot more into the Tans in the future as well. So what do you guys think anyway? I know that Army Men of War, it feels like a real universe now, but originally it all did just come from one tiny little idea and just sprung into what it is today. So what do you guys think of the series as a whole? Do you like it? Has anybody watched every video? Have you got any favourites? Anything like that? Any improvements? What can we improve on? What would you like to see more of? Apart from consistency, because that's something that I know I need to improve on. But let me know. Tell me what you guys want to see. So do you want more like voice acting? Do you want, I don't know, more cinematics? Or do you want just cinematics? More battles? Mighty, please make Fortnite videos. If you saw me on Fortnite videos, you would not want me to make Fortnite videos. I'm not very good at Fortnite. But then again, practice makes perfect, doesn't it? So, if you guys want to see a Fortnite day, I think I'll hit up Daily or someone, and we'll both play Fortnite and show you how bad we are. How does that sound? Does anybody else watch Daily Tactics? You know, we're thinking about doing a collaboration very soon. Mighty, will you make the browns and yellows and the whites? Yep, the browns, the yellows, and the whites are going to be part of the story at some point, but they're not going to be called whites, they're going to be called marble. Please never play Fortnite, somebody said. Come on, you got to cut me some slack, man. Come on, everybody else is playing Fortnite. How else am I supposed to get ahead of the algorithm? You know, if I'm not playing the games which are good with the algorithm, we've got to do what YouTube wants. We need to grow this mighty nation, okay? But I probably never will play Fortnite anyway. It's not my sort of game, really. I'm more of a Blackout kind of guy. Who else has played Blackout? I think it's better than Fortnite personally. And that's where for 1,500 people just unsubscribe from me. Yeah, Fortnite sucks. Mighty, can you make mutants in the Green Capital? That's not a bad idea. I know Billy Games just said Fortnite is dying, but when you say Fortnite is dying, right, that means like not 10 million people are playing it, but only 7 million. Do you know what I mean? Probably more than that, to be honest. Maybe like 70 million, should we say? Who made Fortnite popular anyway? Who was it? Was it Ninja? Was it Tfue? I don't even know which one made it popular. I think Ninja was there first, wasn't he? And then Tfue came in and kind of stole Ninja's title. So, luckily, I'm too small for them to see this, so I can bitch about them. I'm playing Fortnite right now. Oh, cool. Damn. Oops. Fortnite equals trendy trash. Oh, God. Mighty, I meant to try playing World War I Men of War game called Battle of Empires 1914 to 1918. Something we could play. It's a game that I've got. Yeah, anyway, we're going to build up the terrain around these edges. I'm only going to stream for an hour, so we've got about another half an hour of streaming, depending on how many people are watching. Obviously, if I've got no viewers, I'm going to end the stream. So, seems to be a lot of you here still, so hello everybody. So, put some there we go. So basically, now we've built up the edges, you can see the sort of shape we're going for. We can see that they've built the terrain up to the wall. We are going to do some stairs going to the top of the wall as well. And it makes it look more fantasy-like, doesn't it? More realistic when it's like that, in my opinion. That's the sort of thing they would do to the walls. They would build the terrain up to them. It's that little extra bit of defense against the cannons and things like that. I'm going to report you unruly. Okay, God, I'm definitely not playing Fortnite now. Milkman the Spaghetti Lord. Nothing to see, Minnie. Good night, Mighty. Good night, nothing to see, Minnie. Let's get rid of this grass. But I didn't see the answer to the question I asked earlier. Is the music too loud, or is it too low, or is it just right? Mighty have a train entrance for the prison. That's not a bad idea. We could have like a train going from the Red Union to this island. Mighty, could you make the Red Civil War with the Whites and the Reds inspired by the Russian Civil War? Something very similar I've got written down, actually. So, Mighty, I got a question. Minecraft Mondays. Isn't that what Keemstar does? I wish I was big enough to get on Minecraft Mondays. Could there be more POWs taken into battles? In battles, it would make the war more realistic. I can do that. That's where I would set up a zone, basically. So let's say we could set up a trigger where if 10 or more men enter a zone, the soldiers that are tagged a certain thing would then animate into them putting their arms up, and they would change to a different player. And then I could do them like leaving the map or something, so that's not a bad idea. That's something I've never really thought about, so yeah, we can do that. But I'll try and do that in one of the next videos. You have to remind me though. But I'm hoping to get another video out tomorrow. Is that my phone? Did my phone just go off? Oh, now my pop filter is flying everywhere. Sorry, I'm very unprofessional on these streams. So, let's read these comments. Mighty, why is there a F4 Phantom at the Millie Mountains? I swear I've answered that already. It's more for like, it's more for show. Let's just say that. I'll delete it. Hey Mighty, I'm a kid and I would like you to make your merch smaller, please. What, does my merch not fit you, bro? I thought I had small. It's like small, medium, large, extra large. What, do you need like really small or something? I'll try. I need to update my merch very soon, as I've had a bit of a problem with the tactical palm tee. There's been a few misprint complaints that I've had, and it's not my fault, dudes. It's not my fault. It's Teespring. They misprinted it wrong because they've put like a little triangle. Do you know one of those? I don't know what they're called. It's like a sideways triangle thing on the keyboard instead of a dot. It's where you hold shift and press full stop. They've done that, and it shows up on every t-shirt, and I've sold like 5 of those t-shirts, and yeah, they're terrible. Can you be better at military tactics? I'm usually a commentator, and I don't usually have the time to set up really in-depth scripts, so I tend to just usually let the AI just go to the center of the map and battle it out, and whoever wins wins. But yeah, if you want to see more of that, I can be a bit better with my scripts, but it just takes me a little bit longer to make my videos. So move that forward there. There we go. It doesn't have to be perfect. Looking very nice. Very nice indeed. There we are. A bit squared, isn't it, really? But I have yet to put the rocks around it, so when we put the rocks around it, it'll look a lot better. Oh god, no, don't want to put the grass down. So let's delete these reds. I tell you what would be really cool if we actually scripted the reds to walk around and build it themselves. I think that would take me a long time, though. Mighty, could you make a colour which is French-inspired? I think we already had a colour which was French-inspired. It was more the greys in Series 1, I think. But then we changed it, didn't we? So we changed it to more like the Axis, sort of Italy, Germany. You should put watchtowers. I've got new watchtowers. Do you want to see them? We've got new watchtowers. We've actually got some Command & Conquer stuff here. Look, we have a GDI barracks. This has nothing to do with Army Men of War, but I could always change the colour. I mean, we could use that as a plastic factory, couldn't we, for the human dimension? We have a guard tower. This is the exact thing that I'm probably going to use. I have yet to turn it red, though, so what other colour is it? Oh, it's purple as well, okay. So I have a bit more modding to do on that at the moment. We have an harvester. This thing can collect plasticium. It just collects Tiberium in Command & Conquer. What we've got here, we've got a silo. We've got some Tiberium. A Tiberium refinery. Oh, a bit of wall, which I'm probably going to use, actually. So we're going to leave that down there. We've got a beam. I'm probably going to use that as well. These things actually don't animate yet, so don't get your hopes up. These are just props. But it'd be pretty cool to have them sort of things, which we do have in Red Rising mod. So if I turn the colour of them to a plastic, then we could be seeing some robots in the future. I'm Upper from Australia. Hello, Australia. Maybe you could add a red port one-way supplies get in. Yep, we're going to be doing that on this... Where's the river basin? We have like this river part here. In fact, we said we're going to start the dockyards now, didn't we? So let's get up the wall. What should we do it with? We'll just do it with this wall. Just shrink it into the ground a little bit. So stronghold, we're going to shrink it down to... Oh, it's a bit close, that is. So we're going to do it to about there. Something like that. There we go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to connect stairs to an entrance of the prison up here. It's going to be pretty cool. So what we could do is for the start of the mission, we could have like the blue SBAS forces like sort of arrive on their boats or something, on their dinghies, and then they could jump off their dinghies and they could, I don't know, start destroying the prison, I guess. The only problem is, the only thing we've not figured out yet is how are the blues going to get there in the first place without being spotted. So maybe you guys could come up with some ideas in the comments. Who would be the prisoners? The prisoner would be a guy called Ruskin, which is the old Red President. So like I say, go and watch the Rise of the Red Union video that I did ages ago, and that'll tell you all about the Reds and their revolution that they had. And yeah, there's a lot of story to this series now, isn't there? We could actually write a book because there's that much. I might consider that in the future, making like a little book or something, like a little lore-friendly Wikipedia or something online. You guys can just go on a website and check everything. And that's another thing as well. If you guys go and check out www.mightymapper123.com, you'll see that I'm building a website. It's live again. I'm paying monthly for it, so I'm going to be trying to update that as frequently as possible. We're going to have a live battle map. We're going to have a Wikipedia, which is going to tell you guys everything about Army Men of War. We're going to have all the brigade tournaments on there, so it's going to tell you who's winning, who's losing. I'm going to be putting your guys' art on there, so submit me some cool memes and some cool propaganda on the Discord, and we'll throw them on there. Yeah, we're just going to be doing all sorts. But I'm super excited to have the website up and running. It's just going to take me a while. You got to remember, I'm a one-man team really when it comes to the websites and the map making and stuff like that. I've just brought my brother in, but he's more into the super forts and the beach landings. That's all he's really into at the moment. I need to get him into more of the story, I think. Get him into Army Men of War, but he's like, I'm not watching all 300 episodes of Army Men of War to see, to see what to make next. He said, just tell me what to make and I'll make it. And I'm like, but you need to know the story. Every map has a story to tell. But have you seen the new Stranger Things? I don't watch Stranger Things. I've heard good things about it though. The AK is way too powerful. Nope, I've changed it. The AK-47 in this game is now changed to something a little less powerful, but still quite powerful. So it has the same ammo, right, which is one-shot kill, but it has worse accuracy, which means that the spread of the gun now is far more realistic, meaning that they're not going to hit troops every single time. So you're gonna much prefer the battles now. We've got the new AK-47s. What we've got here. So, the GOR sucks, said Ebony Thorpe. Oh god. We're going to have all the GOR rising up now and be like, no, Ebony, you're wrong. So, who's GBT? Who's pro-GBT and who's pro-GOR? I think we did it earlier. We said yes for GBT and we said yay for GOR. So, let me know. Let's see if we've got any new GORs in the chat. Because last time I think GBT won, didn't they? With more, was it more yeses? The GBT is the best in Army Men of War. Well, originally I was only going to focus on the GBT. I was only going to focus on the Greens and tell the story from the Greens' perspective. But then everybody just started falling in love with the other factions, and I was like, screw it, okay, we'll just include the other factions, I guess. So, yeah, it kind of formed itself. Army Men of War. It's like it evolved from ape to primate, I guess. I think I left the Discord for like one day, and then the next day I woke up and everybody was separated into factions. Everyone created their own roleplay, and yeah, it just kind of exploded, went viral. It kind of just like got out of control. But I think we've tamed the beast now. Good, the AK was broken. It was pretty broken, wasn't it? You're a genius, mate. I hope you make the new vid soon. Yeah, I've got loads planned. It's just time. I just can't get videos out every day anymore. It just takes way too much time, especially with my job and especially with keeping up with all the chores, and especially with my computer keep exploding. Everyone's like GBT, GBT. So there we go. We've got like a sort of platform thing here, which is going to connect to the dockyards. And now we need rocks. We build some rocks up around it. After we've done the stairs, we need stairs. So for stairs, we can type in border _ stairs. I get a lot of my friends like ask me, right? They're like, "How can you just sit here and map all day? Don't you find it boring?" Does anybody else find mapping boring? Do you prefer the battles or do you prefer the mapping? I think with me, I think I just kind of play the battles in my head as I'm making the maps, and I find it super relaxing. It's like a super tranquil way of relaxing, I guess. There's nothing like actually just sticking some music on your headset and just sitting there making a map. You kind of get lost in it, don't you? And I've made hundreds of maps. So many maps. I'll have to sit there and put some on the workshop at some point so you guys can play them. But again, it's finding the time. I'm not very good at prioritizing things. I'm a damn bad procrastinator. Mighty, I have a question. Fire away. Blues can sneak in by train. That's a good way of doing it. That is a good way of getting the blues in there. But then again, they've got to. Where would the train come from? I think the train would come from the Red Union, wouldn't it? They'd be bringing people in from the capital, if you think about the location. I left for about 20 minutes. What happened? Well, we built a dockyard kind of thing, and we've also finished the walls over here. Well, part of the walls. We can see that the Reds are still building it over here, look. They're stood around thinking. I think we have got a commander over here somewhere. There he is. Hey, this guy's in charge. He's just making sure that the Reds are doing their job properly. But if you count them, was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20? There's about 25 men there, isn't there? And I don't think 25 men could build this in such a quick amount of time. Someone message you. God damn it, stop messaging me. I'm streaming. God damn it. I've got people messaging me on Facebook. Okay, so we're going to finish that off. I don't know if anybody's ever noticed, but I never ever turn my phone off. I always forget. God damn it. God, stop messaging me. Why is there like a massive flood of messages coming through all at once? So yeah, especially with the Arma 3, I love building maps on that. Oh, Arma 3, I've not played that in ages. I need to play some more of that. It's one of my favourite games. The Grey taken the Green Princess. They do not give her back. Shoot, the Green Princess is actually back in Greenland, if you remember correctly. Because we redid the video. We had to redo it because I got copyright striked. And I know that I could have just went along with the story, but then I thought, why not just give them another chance? So I just basically replayed the same battle to see if there was a different outcome. Just change things up a bit. And there was, but then the Greens ended up taking a back. No, what was it? The Greys won. They protected the princess. And then as they went to do the swap, the Tangerians turned on the Greys. And then the Green princess got taken back to Greenland, so... You should make this a prisoner of war camp. Yeah, I think we could make this a couple of things. Really, we can make it a bit of a fortress. We can make it a... Well, it's going to be mainly a prison. I'm thinking we're going to do some sort of wooden huts inside of here. And we'll put like fences around them. Then we'll corridor them off. And I think we need an entrance here actually. So we're going to delete this part here. There we go. Now I've got an entrance to the second part. And we're going to bridge this off. Like this. There we go. And then we'll do some rocks going through there. And then we need to flatten this part off here as well. So we need flat land for building, don't we? Still don't know if this music is loud enough. I keep forgetting to look at the comments. What is your favourite vehicle in the Plastic Army Man universe? Well, I don't know really. I would say the Chieftain, you know, because it's a really cool tank. But there's so much more I haven't shown you guys yet as well. I mean, if we go through some of the stuff on here... In fact, no, I'm not going to go through the stuff. I'm going to save them because they're a surprise. We've got a lot of super tanks. We've got a lot of new planes and all those sort of things. And I'm going to try and move them over to the second mod as well. Some of them, not all of them, because not all of them will work. But the GOR will die. This will be interesting. Who do you think is going to win this war? I get a lot of people say to me that this series is getting very predictable. But I want to see if you guys can get the outcome right. That would be interesting. So who do you think is going to win? The GOR... or the GBT? Well, it's actually not the GOR anymore, is it? It's the GR, so the GR. So we've got a lot of people saying GBT, GBT. There is no gore. He's right, there is no gore anymore. It's just the GR. Just turn that bloody ad off. Go away, ad. Oh god, it's one of those non-skippable ones. Oh no, it's not. There we go. But yeah, I want to see who you guys think is going to win. Everyone's saying the GBT. And everyone's like, no, the GOR is going to win. I suppose we can just keep calling them the GOR, even though there's no O anymore. GBT forever. So it's basically good guys versus bad guys, isn't it? Everyone thinks that the GBT are the good guys, and they think that the GOR are the bad guys. When actually, they're all bad guys. There is no good guy in war, is there? At the end of the day, they're just killing each other over power and money, or in our case, plasticium. So, the machines will win the war. Yeah, so instead of Skynet rising from the depths, we could have Siri or Alexa. How does that sound? She launches nukes. Rule Britannia. Britannia rules the waves. I do love the Britannians. There's that. I think we've made some good progress right here. Look, we're going to get rid of this grass and we're going to start adding the concrete sort of feel to it. In fact, do we even need... No concrete. We're going to keep it as is. I'm just going to move the elevation up to the edge. Like so. I get a lot of comments as well, people saying, why do your maps look so bad for Army Men of War and they look so good when it comes to, like, you know, making Star Wars maps and things like that? And it's because, I think it's because of the style. A lot of times, you can't really have toy army men fighting in a photorealistic environment, can you? You've got to try and match the graphics to the style of the army men. So that's why I don't add that much detail on Army Men of War maps. And not only that, it's quicker for me to get videos out if I just sort of randomly generate them to like the location on the battle map. Everyone's just like GBT. So this is why then. So this is why when I make a video and the GBT lose, I get a ton of hate. But when the GOR win, you know, nobody's like, oh yay, the GOR wins. You know, everyone's like, nope, that's not fair. This series is fixed. I'm leaving. You know. But everyone's pro-Tangerian. I like the Tangerians. Who knows the lore of the Tangerians? I've written it in the Discord. But if you know the history of the Tangerians, you'd understand why they're so angry. You know, and why they're so, I don't know. What's the word? I won't say jealous. But they just want to be accepted. So imagine a race which has always been tortured by mankind or plastic kind. Right, and they just want to be accepted. And they've never been accepted. And finally, they've got their grasp on something which could really take their nation, take their race to the next level, but nobody else will let them because they're not a primary colour. You know, and because they're not a primary colour, no one is willing to accept them into into reality, really. So they fought coups, and they just don't want them on the throne. So it's always been, who were the three primary colours? You had the Yellow Empire, you had the Reds, and you had the Blues in this law. So they're the three primary colours, and then it comes down to the Greens. You're like, well, why are the Greens so powerful then? And you're like, that's part of the story. You're going to find out why the Greens are so powerful in a future video, and it's going to have something to do with Series 3, I think. I think me and Alfonsi, one of my lawmakers, we came up with something really cool earlier, which made a lot of sense. So I can't wait to share it with you guys, because it's going to be super awesome. It's really going to bring to life the world of Army Men of War. You are Wesley Crusher. Who's Wesley Crusher? Blue should launch a bombing campaign on the Red Union. They could. I don't think it'd do much damage, though, to be honest. As you can see from the Red Union and the Blues, we've tried battle after battle after battle, and it's just always ended up in a stalemate, just like North Korea and South Korea. Do you remember how the North Korean-South Korean war happened? Like in the 50s, it's sort of like the US kind of joined in with the South Koreans, and they pushed through, and they pushed North Korea all the way up to China. And then China was like, nope, we're not having this. So China just pushed the Americans back all the way down to the south. And then it kind of like the start of the war where the demilitarized zone was drawn up. It was like exactly the same as when the war ended. And you were like, that's kind of like how the Red Union and the Eastern Blutania has went down in the series. Up with the oranges. God damn. It's a bit aggressive. You left Tangeria for the greens. Sorry, I'm just reading back through some of the comments here. Don't really care, it's a fun series. You see, I think with this series, right, as well, it's basically written itself. I can't express enough how much this series is just like came from nothing to this big, because none of this lore that we've been talking about in this video, or any of the other videos really, have been written. If anything, throughout the whole duration of Series 1, we didn't even know about Series 2. There was no Plastic Dimension. It kind of just written itself by reading your guys' comments, by reading comments from the Discord, by just doing that. So we have written this series all together, and it's just I'm just the robot dude that sort of creates it. But yeah, it's just amazing how we've created something out of nothing. It's just pretty cool. How long have we been streaming? We've been streaming for 46 minutes. So I think we're gonna do another 15 minutes or so. So is there any more questions? Throw your questions at me. Another thing we're going to be branching out into soon as well is our own Army Men of War series in Star Wars. How does that sound? Because I was going to do this thing called Tropico, and I was going to do like this Isla de Muerta thing where we start our own nation, our own island, and then watch it go up through the eras. And then I was like, do you know, it's not that popular, is it? So I thought, why don't we take that idea of the Tropico series that we were going to do and implement it with the Star Wars series. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start our own planet, or take control of a planet in the Star Wars universe, and then we're going to make our own sort of Army Men of War style series around that planet. We're going to create our own faction, we're going to create our own laws, our own cities, our own battle map. Everything's going to be so cool, but only when we've ended Army Men of War. Mighty, what happened to the Yellow Empire? I'm going to cover that in a future video, and it's going to be something to do with the Dark Armies of Obsidian. Bit of a spoiler alert right there, which is going to be part of Series 3. Let's just say we're going to have a lot of fantasy, mythical stuff happen in the series. It's still going to be very sort of realistic to modern warfare and stuff like that, but at the same time there's going to be a more fantasy side to it as well. So there's going to be two different perspectives that you can look at the series. Greens don't deserve a vid. God, we've got some green. That's anti-green bias right there. Mighty, can you stop saying I'm trying to get daily vids because you disappear for like 2 weeks? That's definitely me. That is so me. And if you read the banner of my YouTube channel as well, it's becoming a bit of a meme because it says daily videos, and then I don't upload for 2 weeks. So yeah, you're absolutely right there, dude. That's why I'm not even going to say it anymore. I'm not even going to say daily videos anymore. I'm going to change that banner. And I think that's the aim goal. I think daily videos is definitely somewhere where we've been before, but something that I've kind of fell off track with. But that's the goal, daily videos eventually. This is live. I was going to skip 1 minute. I didn't know it was live. Yeah, this is live, my friend. So just reading back through the comments. Can you make a kind of Chernobyl-like city in the Red Union? Possible, yes. I like that. It's going to end in a draw. Somebody said it's going to end in a draw. Ooh. I think that'd be really frustrating if it ended in a draw, wouldn't you? After all of that and there's just no winner. You just think, or maybe that'd be like the moral of the story. What is the moral to war? The moral to war is there is no winner at the end of the day, is there? Because everyone's just died. You know, it's just politics at the end of the day, isn't it? But how many more series will there be? Well, I plan on sticking around for quite a long time. I mean, we've got 40,000 subscribers nearly now, and I want to aim high. Let's try and get to 100k. You know, I really want that play button. As soon as we get to 100k, we'll just stop then. You know, but let's try and get that play button, and I'm going to be bringing out a ton more series, a ton more stories. I mean, Army Men of War went viral, and let's try and make some more sort of genres viral as well. We've got the option of Warhammer, we've got the option of World War III, World War II, we've got Napoleon, we've got the American Civil War, we've got the American Revolution, we've got Fallout, we've got Zombie Apocalypse, we have all sorts, so much. So just imagine a series, even if it's a mini series. We've got the Ant thing that we're doing with the Ant Wars. What have we changed? We changed the name to Armies of the Undergrowth. That was it. So there's so much that you're going to see from this channel in the future. So if you're not subscribed, be sure to smash that subscribe button. Also, everybody like this video. Let's get some likes. How many likes do we have on this video already? I can't even see. Yes, they're hidden, I think. But do you think you would make a book of Army Men of War in the future? Definitely. 100%. And if it's not a book, it'll be a comic book. And I might sell it as merch. So if you guys want it, I might make a merch of the Army Men of War story. I've even thought about making a game of Risk using the Army Men of War map. What do you guys think? I've even had people ask me, can you make plastic toy army men and, you know, produce them and we'll buy them as merch. So that's another option as well. We've got action figures, we've got all sorts we can make. The only thing that I don't want to do is step on other people's toes with copyright and stuff. So I don't want Digital Mindsoft or Army Men Strike or any of those other companies going, hey, you know, this is our thing, you can't step on our toes. So I'll have to double check with them before I sell anything publicly. Democracy, third ideology, anyone? I'll think about John. Sorry, I'm just reading comments. Army Men of War Zombie Apocalypse. That's interesting. I wonder what we could do with that. I love Risk. I win all the time. Somebody was telling me the other day if anybody's ever played the ultimate game of Risk. What you do is you buy the Star Wars version of Risk, right? And then what you do is you set up multiple boards. You buy multiple games, and then you conquer each galaxy, sort of thing. You know, separately. So you have like this ultimate game of Risk. God, why did I say Whisk? Risk. I think I can't pronounce my R's today. But yeah, that's a cool idea. A bit like that that chess game. What's that chess? That 3D chess. How you move across multiple boards. It'd be pretty sick. But yeah, I thought about Risk. I thought about Toy Army Men. I thought about all sorts, really. So what do you guys think for merch? We've got the t-shirts already, which need an update. So I'll be updating them within probably the next couple of weeks, maybe, when I get a chance. And I've got the Patreon as well that we need to work on. I think I've lost about $400 in Patreons this month. Well, in the past 2 months, so Patreon's not doing too well for me at the moment. So I definitely want to do something with that again. It's just it's so hard to check everything. I know you guys are like, well, just update all your social medias. It's not hard, but trust me, when you've got to commit to it and you've got to do it every single day, and you've got to commit to everybody that's messaging you, and some days it can be hundreds. Some days you could get 100 messages. And it's not just from fans and stuff like that. It could be from sponsors. It could be from all kinds of different people. And you just like, do you know what? I just want to turn off. And you end up just turning your computer off and you don't read your messages for a couple of days. That's me. But, I want to change that. I want to try and give it 100%. Give it 110%. Oh God, I've turned me bloody thing down. There. That's pretty cool. Smooth that off. Yeah, we've got the basic shape now, so you guys can pretty much see how this prison's gonna form eventually. I am gonna add all rocks, so if you want to come and see what it's gonna look like at the end of the, well, when it's done, be sure to join the Discord. There's a link in the description if you're not already there. I will be posting it in the Army Men of War objectives, and I'm also going to be trying to do a few more events with the currency system that we have there. Mighty, what happened to the Isla de Mauritania? It kind of got put on hold because I made this really cool mod. It took me days to make it. I combined all these different mods and I made like all these cool maps, and then all of a sudden the mod got updated through Steam and it completely deleted my mod, and I was like, I am not making that again. So I put the mod on ice. Well, I put the series on ice, should I say. So, I've been thinking about bringing it back, like I say, but instead of doing it on its own, back in the 1700s, we're going to be doing it in the Star Wars universe instead. What about the volcano in the middle? You're going to be seeing a lot from that volcano in the coming series. I shouldn't have said that, really. Tell him if you do that, Ollie4160 sent you. What does that mean? All people are welcome. Yes, all people are welcome in the Discord if you want to join. But the only thing we don't put up with is racism, unless it's plastic racism. We, you know, that kind of comes with the, you know, the whole genre of being in the Army Men of War roleplay server. You know, you damn greens, you damn reds, you damn oranges. You know how it is. That sounds pretty sick. Yes, it does. So what we've been streaming for 55 minutes. So anyway, I think we're gonna call it about here. I reckon. I think we didn't get too much done. It's kind of the base of what we have, though. You can kind of see the shape and see it take form. If you guys want me to live stream more, because I think I don't live stream enough, do I? Really, this is like the second live stream I've done in like, I don't know, 4 months maybe. So if you guys want me to live stream more, do let me know, because it's something we can just throw out there. There's no rendering involved. There's nothing like that. So any last questions before I leave? Before I get my head back in my Snapchat. Also, I'm thinking about making a Snapchat so I can just record my screen and show you guys what I'm up to. But I'm going to be doing that through Instagram as well, so be sure to follow me on Instagram. It's at MightyMapper123. I'm going to be uploading a lot more there as well. You get to know the real me. So you won't just know the Mighty Mapper side, but you'll also get to know the Sam as well. So will you get the new Halo Infinity game? Probably. I probably would get any Halo game because I do like Halo. Mighty, can the oranges fight the pinks? Please make Snapchat. Yes. I think making a Snapchat would be cool. The only thing is I don't want to do is keep switching between my personal Snapchat and my main Snapchat. So I've been thinking, what if I just change the name of my personal Snapchat? Maybe that'll work. So anyway, so make Frankie a model in Army Men of War, like a giant. We can make him like a giant god or something. A god, a dog. I suppose dog is god spelled backwards, isn't it? But Mighty, can I be an officer in the Warhammer series? We'll see. We'll see what we can do with Warhammer. I downloaded that mod the other day, so I'm going to make a few scenarios on that as well. Oh, maybe put them against my Army Men of War factions as well. That'd be pretty cool. See how Star Wars go up against some Warhammer as well, and also some Army Men. But anyway, I'm going to end the video here because I'm going to crack on with this map, and also I'm going to crack on with a map that I'm doing for a friend as well, and also try and prep this video for you guys tomorrow. I've got a lot of work to do tonight. It's 10 o'clock already over here. And someone said, why did you ban Ollie4160? I did not. I don't know. I don't do the banning on my Discord. I have admins for that. Should I explain more unlikely scenario? Keep up the good work, mate. Thank you very much. Don't forget about the prisoner thing. Thank you very much for reminding me. Yes, I will do that thing where they surrender and we can take some prisoners from now on. So anyway, I'm MightyMapper123. Be sure to smash that like button and also drop a bomb on that subscribe button. I'll be trying to do more live streams in the future, and I'm also going to be coming back for some more videos. I'm going to do them as frequently as possible. I'm not going to promise you daily videos until I pre-scheduled them. That way, if I promise you guys a video, then it's actually going to be pre-scheduled rather than having to pressure myself to make it. So I will see you guys in the next one.